Don't believe the hype.
Jordan, did this playing Alabama in the SEC championship game, has that seemed almost inevitable all year and like it's finally here like Christmas morning or so?
It's not even the fact about playing Bama. It's the fact that we're in the SEC championship. You know, we have a goal, and every time we want to win out the East. Unfortunately, last year we didn't reach that goal, but it's good to be back, and I'm excited to play. It doesn't matter who we play.
What goes through your mind when you hear people like us say, "Oh, you get to play Bama, you get to play Bama"? Like, what? You don't get asked those kind of questions about every program. Like, what runs through your mind just knowing you're playing a program of that magnitude, the coach of that magnitude, all that kind of stuff?
I mean, you know, they're a legendary program, and it's just the fact that we're able to play next week. You know, not a lot of teams can say that. It's only 2 teams in the conference that's able to play next week. So it's an amazing feeling. I'm glad to play. I'm ready to play. Everybody's focused and locked in.
What did you get to watch that game live the other night? You see they're down with 97 yards to go and that kind of thing. You come back to
I watched bits and bobs of it. Honestly, I don't think I sat through a whole college football game unless like we're playing in it. But it's just you know, I see bits and pieces of it. You know, obviously when we watch film, I'll see more about it. But you know, you hear about it, but you can't let that get to you. You know, they're a dangerous football team. Doesn't matter who. You know, every dog has his day, but Bama is one of those guys that you got to be ready for no matter what.
Jordan, what have you seen from Bama's offensive line, and how do you create pressure on quarterbacks who gets the ball out so fast?
It's just game planning. We got a scheme right. They have a big offensive line. We got a big defensive line, so it's going to be an exciting, tremendous challenge for us. And we just hope that we bring the pressure on them each week.
A lot of fourth quarters, you seem to be a coach instead of a player this year because of the blowouts. You're a big guy. Are you ready for a four-quarter battle? What makes you know you're ready for it?
Definitely. You know, like just like the little things this week, we're taking into account. Me is conditioning. Some people is watching film. So no matter what, and especially over the last couple of weeks, we have more fastball teams. So in practice, we simulate that. So it kind of gets you ready for everything.
Nick Saban called you one of the most dominant players in college football and one of the best inside players he's ever seen. You hear that? What do you think?
Honestly, I didn't hear about that, so that's news to me. But you know, if he thinks about that like that, I'm honored. I'm glad, but you know, I can't let it get to your head. You just have to keep proving that you're dominant each week.
Is this do you consider this a stage for you guys to really show how good this defense is?
Every week is a stage for us to show how really good we are. You know, standard doesn't change each week. Doesn't matter if we're playing Charleston Southern, Bama, Clemson, any of these guys. The standard is what we play to. We don't play to anybody's level. We don't play to anybody's opponent. It doesn't matter to us.
A silly question here, but what is the accent for your middle name?
Xavier.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much do you think, from what you talked about, how excited is Stetson to get another shot at Alabama? Or do you kind of feel like, with how the game ended last year, that he and you guys kind of let one get away with it?
I mean, Stetson, you know, he's always cool, calm, and collected. Can't really get a beat on him, but you know, I think everybody's excited. Not even just, you know, it's just the SEC championship. You know, this pride and joy of like, you know, the program. This is what we came back for, seniors, and this is what we work for. So obviously, you know, when we get a chance and we get a shot at the conference championship, we want to take it.
you don't do a whole lot of edge rushing, but you know, a big matchup in this game is Will Anderson and the pressure he puts on. Obviously, Jamar's been a little banged up. You got Broderick Jones over there. What do you think about Georgia's left tackle position and being able to withstand that? And then Georgia's O-line play overall, because you see them every day.
I mean, we go against them every day, and you know, no matter what, you know, scout team simulation is key on both sides of the ball. So that's one thing that we're working for. I mean, Will is a tremendous athlete. He's a great player, and you know, he's one of those guys you have to make sure that you contain and make sure that he doesn't really game. He's a game wrecker, so you want to make sure he does a game wreck in this game.
How much does Alabama need to be prepared for you as a ball carrier?
I don't know. I can't really say. I can't tell you the game plan, but you know, if I get the rock, then you know, I'll try to make something shake.
Are you living your best life? I mean, you lead the band last week, got the run. I mean, you seem to be everywhere.
Yeah.
What is it about you that just makes people gravitate to you?
Every day I live my best life. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. Doesn't matter who I'm with. I'm just happy to be here. You know, it's not a lot of people in this position, and I'm not supposed to be here. So, you know, take gratitude and, you know, really appreciate the little things and the little moments, you know, from waking up to coming here and working. you know, just even being in front of you guys. So, you know, it's just an honor no matter what. So every time I put my feet on the ground, it's a blessing.
Do you really look at it as you look at your past and say, I'm not supposed to be here?
Yeah, I'm not supposed to be here.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, you know, life carries different paths, and I'll never expect my path to take me here. So, you know, every time I'm grateful for it, I think about it, I'm grateful. It brings me almost to tears. So, yeah, that's all I can really say. It's just that I'm not supposed to be here, but I'm here, and I'm forever grateful.
Jordan, I know you guys want to win an SEC championship, you want to win a national championship. How much do you want to beat Alabama, just given the history they've had against this program in recent years?
Look, we want to go 1-0. If we was playing, doesn't matter who out from out west, we want to make sure that we win this game. This is the game that we need to have, and we're going to prepare like champions. And, you know, we're just ready to go out there and play our best game.
What do you think the difference between this team maybe and the one in 2019, last time you guys were in the title game?
It's a good question. It's just different teams. You know, every season, like our 2019 and our team now is different. So, you know, it's different teams, it's different people you have to scheme for, it's different matchups and everything. But overall, Bama is always Bama. Georgia, we're going to be Georgia, and we're going to make sure that we put our best punch.
Jacoby said it was maybe you guys feel like as a team more player-led. Do you feel that difference as well as opposed to the 19 team?
Definitely. It's more player-led. We literally just had a player-led meeting, just talking about, like, you know, doing the little things right. Because, you know, I'm a believer in karma, and I feel like, you know, you do the little things right, you get good karma translating to a better game. And, you know, it's just one of those things you just want to make sure that you're perfect in every aspect of life.
Jordan, we heard from some of your teammates last week about your stadium workouts in I guess, January, February, whenever it might have been.
Right.
What did that look like for a guy your size to deal with that?
I tell you, y'all all been to Sanford. You take a walk up them steps one time, y'all poop. But imagine running up them 15 times, and Coach Sinclair and everybody's yelling at you and pushing you, and then you know, we had to jog to the stadium, so you're already tired from the jog to the stadium from here, and it's just it's tough. But you know, in retrospect, like looking at it now, it's what we needed, and I'm glad that we did it, and it just makes each game a little more special because you remember that exact rep that you took up the stairs.
Those little things like that skull sessions y'all have had, like, is that new for this year, or have y'all always kind of done stuff like that and we're just hearing about it because of y'all and all that kind
The
of stuff?
stadiums was we always did that, but the skull sessions was new, and my opinion, I love them. It brings us closer as a team, brings us closer together, and you know, we always preach about connection and everything, but that's like a real deal, true thing. You know, the connection here is unbelievable. I would call all of them my godfather. You know, like to my children when that day comes. You know, like that's how connected we are. You know, if we have a problem, we'll address it like as men, and if we don't, you know, we're always like it literally feels like I'm on a team with my best friend. So just going out there at ball and just, you know, you feel that love and you feel that connection each week. It just makes the game so simple.
When you have those player-led meetings, is there a guy who can command the room unlike any other guy on this team?
Usually we do it by position, so it's kind of hard to, you know, outside D-line, it's kind of hard to like say for the other, but you know, like when it's not really a true leader because everybody's bought in and everybody's tied in, so you can give the remote to any given person in the room, so they'll click through the film and they'll give us the key coaching points, so it doesn't really matter. It's just the fact that we don't have our coaches with us, but at the end of the day, we're still locked in like we have our coach.
You've been here for a while now. Have you seen Coach Smart change any? Would you say there's been any change in him that you've witnessed?
It's definitely, I don't know. I remember, maybe because I gotten older, but 2018, I used to be like, man, he yells a lot. But now more so, it's like he's not yelling at me now. So it's, I guess that's a big change. But Coach Smart, he's always been Coach Smart to me. He's going to push you. He's going to make sure that you reach the highest levels that you can because he's been around the game for a long time. He's seen the best of the best and the worst of the worst. So he's want to make sure that we're all doing our best and we're all successful. And no matter what we do, whether that's school, that's football, you football's going to take care of itself, but, he just wants to make sure that we're better men off the field.
Okay, we have time for two
Better.
more questions with Jordan.
Real quick, just on Stetson, I know when offenses out, you get to sit back and watch him. Just a guy that wasn't highly talented, people don't think he should be the starting quarterback, people are trying to write him off. Just to see him go out there every down, compete, what is that example he sets for guys that might be going through the same thing he is?
He makes me extremely proud to be his teammate, and that's like the true definition of resiliency right there. He was here, he went to JUCO, he came back, and coming from like a walk-on to leading us into the conference championships and more, it's just it's a story. It seems like one of those 30 for 30s, his story, and he just goes out there and work, and that's one of the things you just admire. Stetson's always going to be Stetson. I'm super proud of him, and I'm super honored to be his teammate.
Or there's guys on the team that you can, hey, look at him as an example of never giving up to him.
Definitely. Everybody has their story, but Stetson's is just a little special to us, and near and dear to my heart. And Stetson's always that guy that I always have respect for.
Okay,
Is Kirby different in games like this week?
Kirby is the same Kirby. I forgot what game it is, but ref turned on the microphone, and you just heard him yelling in the background. He's just like that every practice, every game. He never changes. And, when you dealing with a program like this, consistency is key. And Coach Smart's going to give it. He's going to bring the fire every game, every practice. So you just have to make sure that you're juiced up and ready to go as well.